Welcome back. The details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met with visiting Libyan Foreign Minister Naglaa el-Manqoush on Sunday, stressing Egypt's full support for Libya's national unity government and its role in restoring security and stability. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassam Radi said the head of state asserted full rejection for any foreign interventions in Libya's internal affairs, which impact its unity and the Libyans' rights. Meanwhile, the Libyan minister hailed Egypt's role in the region and efforts of supporting her country to reach a settlement at political, military and economic levels, and expressed Libya's keenness to continue the supportive stance during the coming period. Meanwhile, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held another meeting with visiting Malaysia's Foreign Minister Hishammuddin Hussein, discussing several regional and international issues of common concern, on top of which is combating terrorism. President el-Sisi said Egypt is keen to enhance cooperation with Malaysia, particularly in the fields of economy, trade and investment. For his part, Hussein stressed the importance of boosting ties with Egypt in various domains within the developmental and economic leap that Egypt achieved in the past few years. He also weighed Egypt's regional and international pivotal role and its significant efforts in fighting terrorism and reaching security, peace and stability in the Middle East at large. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi expressed appreciation for the role of Bahra religious sect in restoring and renovating a set of Egyptian historical museums in India. The president's remarks came during his meeting with visiting Sultan of Bahra Mufaddal Saifuddin, stressing the significance of holding dialogue among all sects and religions across the whole world. During the meeting, President el-Sisi reviewed the state's efforts to boost principles of citizenship based on equality, peace, coexistence and freedom of belief. For his part, Saifuddin praised the recent developmental achievements occurred in Egypt and the country's vital regional role, particularly in reaching a ceasefire between the Palestinians and Israelis, as well as the initiative of Gaza's reconstruction. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held talks on Sunday with the European Union Special Envoy for Peace Process, Steven Koopmans, on the latest developments in the Palestinian issue and cementing the truce in the occupied territories. Shoukry also held talks with his Malaysian counterpart, currently in an official visit to Cairo, Hishammuddin Hussein, and the talks took place in Tahrir Palace, tackling promoting bilateral relations. And at a press conference following their talks, Shoukry said bilateral ties are highly valued, adding that more and vast cooperation arenas await both parties. He also said there is mutual agreement on regional and international issues. Shoukry said the talks witnessed agreement over the Palestinian issue and the need to return the rights of the Palestinians. For his part, Malaysia's foreign minister said his country is keen to resume cooperation with Egypt in all domains, as he praised Cairo's efforts to contain the coronavirus pandemic, which he describes as a crisis and also as a chance for development. He said both sides agreed on laying foundations for cooperation in the fight against terrorism. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Gheit expressed his concern towards the negative European stance that supports the Israeli position during the latest confrontations in Palestine. He said such attitudes contradict the European position towards the two-country solution and weaken the European Union's united stance, as well as giving disappointing messages to the Arab side. During his meeting with the new EU envoy for Middle East, Steven Koopmans, Abul Gheit called for a united and coordinated European stance toward the Palestinian rights. Meanwhile, the Arab League chief stressed the necessity to reach a final settlement between the Palestinians and Israelis to avoid more violence and bloodshed from both sides. And taking you to what's going on the ground. Under the directions of the political leadership, authorities kept the Rafah border crossing opened, exceptionally to allow the stranded to pass on both sides. The crossing is remained open also to allow the injured and people with critical conditions in to receive medical care. Authorities are allowing the entry of assistance and reconstruction materials, as well as Egyptian technical teams into Gaza through the crossing. Officials said medical and administrative teams teams are present at the crossing to facilitate receiving and the injured and those accompanying them. A rocket on Sunday